Why I started BBMFLY ENT instead of waiting to be signed. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Till It All Makes Sense. I'm your host, Slow Money XL. Look, today I want to talk about something that's very personal to me. Why I started BBMFLY ENT instead of sitting around waiting for somebody to sign me. Now, don't get me wrong. If the right opportunity came along, I'll listen. I'm not one of those people that's gonna sit here and act like every record deal is bad. But what I realized over the years is this. A lot of artists spend so much time waiting for somebody to believe in them that they never learn how to believe in themselves. And I never wanted to be that artist. Waiting for opportunities versus creating opportunities. For a long time, I thought opportunities were supposed to show up. I thought if I made enough music, if I got good enough, if I spent enough money, eventually somebody would come save the day. Some manager, some label, some investor, somebody, shit. Then one day I realized something. Nobody owes me an opportunity. Nobody owes me a career. Nobody owes me success. If I wanted something, I had to build it my goddamn self. I had to create it. I had to stop waiting for permission. That's when my mindset, pretty much just started changing. And that's, how the game go, man. And check it out. This is why ownership matters. The older I get, the more I understand ownership. Not just in music, in life. Whether it's real estate, whether it's business, whether it's content, ownership matters, people. Because you own something. You build in equity. You're building something that can outlive the moment. I started looking at music differently. Instead of asking who can put me on, I started asking, what can I build? That's a completely different conversation. You feel me? Check this out. Building your own platform. One thing I learned is platforms are very powerful. Social media platforms is very powerful. And the email list is very powerful. They are very powerful platforms. A YouTube channel is a powerful platform. And a label is a platform. Powerful. The problem is, most artists spend years building somebody else's platform while neglecting their own. And honestly, I was guilty of that too. These days, I'm starting to build direct relationships with people. That's why I'm building my email list. That's why I'm making content. That's why I'm doing this show. Till it all makes sense. Because I want something that's mine. Not rented. Mine. Okay? And the pros and cons of being independent. Now let's keep it real. Being independent isn't all sunshine and motherfucking rainbows. There are pros and there are cons. These are the pros. Freedom. We all want our own freedom. You know what I'm saying? Ownership. That's where all the equity at. Creative control. Because we already know how that is when you with the label. Niggas want to think for you. And we all got our own mindset. But check this out. Nobody telling you who you need to be. Nobody telling you what image to sell. But here go the cons. You're paying for everything. The recording, the mixing, the mastering, the videos, the promotion, the marketing, the mistakes. Trust me. You for sure gonna pay for the motherfucking mistakes, man. I made enough expensive ass mistakes to know. Being independent can get expensive very fast. But for me, the freedom has always been worth it. I'm gonna let y'all know what BBMFLY mean to me. Something short, nothing too long. A lot of people see the name, but they don't know what it means. BBMFLY stand for Blessings Became Millions Forever Live Young. And honestly, that's bigger than music. It's a mindset. It's about taking what God blessed you with and turning it into something very, very meaningful. Something you can pass on for generations. You know what I'm saying? It's about staying ambitious without losing your spirit. It's about dreaming big while appreciating where you came from. Every time I see that name, it reminds me why I started. You feel me? And then I'm gonna give you a little short story behind the label. The truth is, BBMFLY ENT wasn't created because I had a bunch of artists lined up. It wasn't created because I had investors. It was created because I believed in myself enough to stop waiting. You feel me? I wanted something I could build brick by brick, something that represented my vision, something that represented ownership. And even though the journey hasn't been easy, I'm proud of that decision, because every lesson, every win, every loss, every setback, every accomplishment belongs to the story. My vision for the future. Check this out. When I look at the future, I just don't see songs. I see a brand. I see a platform. I see content. I see opportunities. I see a community. I see people following the journey from the beginning. That's why I'm building. You feel me? I know it's not gonna be an overnight success. And I know it's not gonna be any quick viral moments. I'm building something that can last. And whether it takes 5 years or 10 years or 20 years, I'm going to keep showing up. Final thoughts. At the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with wanting a deal. There's nothing wrong with wanting opportunities. But don't spend so much time waiting for somebody to choose you that you forget to choose yourself. That's one of the biggest lessons music has taught me. Believe in yourself, believe in yourself, believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Believe in yourself enough to invest in yourself. Believe in yourself enough to build. Believe in yourself enough to create your own opportunities. Because sometimes the opportunity you've been waiting on is the one you're supposed to create. I'm Slow Money XL. I appreciate y'all for watching. Let me know in the comments. Will you rather build your own platform or wait for somebody to open the door for you? Please like, subscribe. I said subscribe. Please like, subscribe, and hit that hype button.